Good afternoon, students. Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
So, welcome to the second session on the GATE aspirants for the engineering mathematics. So, I had a few guys. They told they were what's that? We are following which one only GATE XE. That means which related to mechanical like that. So, just if you go through the syllabus of any what's that? GATE exam syllabus for the EC or anything. So just to go through it, you will come to know. So engineering mathematics will be common paper for all you guys. It may be EC or anything, EEE or mechanical, anybody. So almost it will be same, only one topic. So that also for only CS and IS, it will be different. For all the remainings, it will be same only. Okay, so that's why engineering mathematics for GATE XE as well as for GATE exam, it will be same only. Understood? So don't confuse with that. If you have any doubts, means you can ask me directly or you can just to search. Then you'll come to know what's the syllabus and what we are going to discuss. By seeing that one, you will come to know. So what and all concepts are there in your syllabus. Okay. So in last class, we are discussed about what and all we discussed in last class. Anybody? Anybody? Remember what we discussed last class? So we have discussed definition of a matrices and its types, right? And then we discussed determinants and its properties. So in today class, we are going to discuss about few more problems based on the last week concepts, whatever we discussed based on matrices and determinants. I'm going to discuss few more problems based on the same concepts. After that, I'll move on to linear independence and rank matrix. So this rank of a matrix, this is one of the important topic in linear algebra. So first, before going to next concept, let's just revise what we discussed in last class. So just for 5 or 10 minutes. So what's this? Just I'll ask some definitions because a definition of types of the matrix is also important. So just to tell me what is that matrix, how you will define that matrix. Anybody? Idempotent matrix? Idempotent matrix? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. A square is equal to A.
So any matrix is said to be idempotent matrix if it satisfies the condition A square equals A. Right. Nilpotent matrix? Nilpotent matrix? Anybody? Nilpotent.
Power k plus 1 is equal to 0.
A power k equals to 0. Then we say that it is a nilpotent of order k. So if it is periodic matrix means A power k plus 1 equals 0. A power k plus 1 equals A. So and what is the involutory matrix?
A square is equal to I.
A square equals I, then we say that it is involutory matrix, right? So after that we discussed determinants, how to evaluate the determinants of, and then properties of the determinants, right? So before going to topic, just I'll call the names, otherwise just you tell me from branch wise who and all present here. I'll take the attendance. Just so I will mention the branch name. So in that, from that branch, if anybody is there, means just to tell your name because only 15 participants are there. So from EC, just to unmute your mic and then tell me.
Sir, Sucharita.
Sucharita, yes. Next. Next time.
Sir, Harshita.
Harshita. Yes. Next. Only these two, EC. Next, Tribali.
Sir, Meghna.
Sir, Roja, 1NH 18 EC 411.
EC, okay. Next, triple E.
Hello? Hello?
Shankar Chavan.
Yes, Shankar Chavan. Somebody is telling. Yes.
Meghna,
Sir, in
sir.
EC, sir.
Roja, I got it. Meghana got it.
Yes, sir.
Next, anybody from triple E? CSE? Computer Science Engineering? Civil?
Sir, Pavana.
Sir, from electrical department, Rahul Rajkumar, sir.
Rahul Rajkumar. Okay.
Civil
Next,
Kirtana, sir.
Civil Kirtana.
Civil Omkar, sir.
Civil Omkar.
Civil Pavan Kalyan.
Pavan Kalyan. Yes. Next,
Babu, yes, sir.
Pavana.
Sir, Civil Monisha.
Civil Monisha.
Sir, Civil Babu, yes, sir.
Babu, yes, sir. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anybody else from civil? Next, mechanical. From mechanical,
Ranjit, sir, 18 ME 415.
Ranjit. Next, anybody else?
Sir, Sujay R, sir. 1NH 17 ME 075.
Yeah, Sujay R. Anybody else from mechanical? Okay, just I'll read out the names who are present here. So in case if you left any names means just to let me know. Ranjit, Sujay from mechanical, and then Babu, SR, Pavana, Pavan, Omkar, Monisha, and Kirtana from civil. CSC nobody. And triple E,
Yes, I am here, sir. I am baby.
CSE.
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
I'm from civil.
Baby from civil.
No, no, sir. Baby from CSE.
CSE, yeah,
Sir,
right.
let's civil.
What's your name? Civil from civil?
Let's someone Puyi.
Pardon me?
CV 122.
122. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Next from triple E, Meghana, Shankar Chauhan, Rahul Rajkumar. From ECE, Harshita, Roja, Sucharita.
Manohar from EC, sir.
Manohar from ECE. Okay. Thank you guys. So I'll move on to topic concepts. So after that we have discussed determinants, definition of determinants, and few properties of the determinants. And also we have discussed few problems based on these two concepts. So for practice purpose, I'm going to discuss few more problems based on these two concepts. It may be based on matrices or determinants. After discussing few problems based on the last week concepts, that is based on matrices and determinants, I'll move on to linear independence and rank of a matrix. And you may heard this one, rank of a matrix, you are already studied in first semester itself, and you know that how to find out the rank of a matrix by using what is that, row reduced echelon form, by reducing it to Gauss elimination method or Gauss Jordan method. That thing you already studied. So that thing I'm going to discuss how you can solve the problems based on rank of a matrix in simple manner. So few problems we have to follow the what's the traditional method only. Few more problems we can solve by using the shortcuts method. I'll tell that shortcuts method. So next, first thing, I'll discuss few problems based on so you already know what is the idempotent matrix. Any matrix is said to be idempotent matrix means it should satisfy the condition A square equals A. Here they are taken some P is the matrix. So that is said to be there. Even they are mentioned the definition also. It is said to be idempotent matrix if it satisfies the condition P square equals P. then we have to check the below conditions. Either I minus P, comma I plus B are both idempotent. I minus P is idempotent, but I plus P is not I minus P idempotent, but I plus P is not idempotent. Next, I plus P is idempotent, but not I minus P. Next, both I minus P as well as I plus P are not idempotent. So how you will check whether the I minus P is idempotent or not? Anybody get the idea? Anybody, if you got the idea, means just to let me know. So our aim is we have to check whether the matrix I minus P is idempotent matrix or not. Right. What is the condition for idempotent matrix? Anybody? Any matrix is said to be idempotent if it satisfies the condition. Am I audible, guys?
A square is equal to A.
A square equals A. Right. So now just to take some I minus P as some matrix, other matrix B. So now if you want to check, is it visible screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just you have to consider B square. So B will be equals to I minus P whole square. So now if you are getting B square equals P, then you can conclude it I minus P is an idempotent matrix. Just to check, I minus P whole square means you have to apply A minus B whole square. That is I square minus plus P square minus 2IP. So here I is nothing but identity matrix. So if you multiplied identity matrix with the identity matrix itself, definitely it will become identity matrix again. So just to take 1 0 1 2 cross 2 matrix, I'll take 1 0 0 1. If you multiply this one with the identity matrix itself 1 0 0 1, then you'll get, so just you have to multiply first row with the first column of the second matrix. So then it will become 1, first element will become 1. So next first row with the second column, so that means once again it will become 0. 1 into 0 plus 0 into 1 means it will be 0. So now second row with the first column, so that means it will become 0. 0 into 1 plus 1 into 0 plus 0 into 0 plus 1 into 1. So that means in case if you multiplied identity matrix with the identity matrix itself or matrix itself, then you will get the identity matrix itself. So from that property we can write I square equals I. So now they are given that P is the idempotent matrix. So that means it will satisfy the condition P square equals P. So from that property, in place of P square, what we can write? P minus, so any matrix multiply with the identity matrix means what you will get? Anybody?
That matrix itself.
The matrix itself, that is 2P. So now it will become I minus P. Right. So I minus P is nothing but what? B. So we are getting, so we considered I minus P as a matrix B and we come out with the answer B square equals B. That means the matrix what we considered in place of the I minus P. I minus P is an idempotent matrix. Therefore, I minus P is an idempotent matrix. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
So if you have any doubts, you should ask. So now I'll clear this one and I'll check the second part. So just keep it in your mind. I minus P is an idempotent matrix. So next I will take C equals some I plus P, because one more option is I plus you have to check. So I'll consider C square. So which is equals to I plus P whole square. I plus P whole square. Now you have to apply A plus B whole square. I square plus P square plus 2IP. We know that I square means I, it will become I itself. And since they are given P square is the idempotent matrix. So in place of P square, we can write this one as P plus 2 into I into P means if you multiplied any matrix with the identity matrix means you will get the matrix itself. So which is equals to I plus P plus 2P means it will become I plus 3P. So it's not satisfying the idempotent matrix condition. So that means this I plus P, the matrix I plus P is not idempotent matrix. Is not idempotent matrix. So understood? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So now you have to select the condition such that it should be I minus P should be idempotent and I plus P should not be idempotent. So which option then? Which option?
We can't see the screen.
1 minute, I'll open. Now,
Second option.
second option is correct, right? I minus P is an idempotent matrix, but I plus P is not an idempotent matrix. Just you have to select the second option. The next one, is it clear, everybody? This problem, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Well, once if you understood the concept, what's the definition of idempotent matrix, by remembering A square equals A, you can attempt this question within 1 minute also, you can complete this one. So answer is B. So next I'll move on to next question. So evaluate the, anybody will you try this one? Just to try and tell me answer what you will get. Tell the shortcut method how to find out the determinant of this one. So in case if you are getting any shortcut method, you can you can share with your friends. So just to try to find out the determinant of the matrix. And one more thing, Calc is not allowed for the competitive exams. In an entrance exam, for entrance exams, Calc is not allowed, scientific Calc. Is it easy to find out the determinant of this one?
Excuse me, sir. Attendance is taken, sir.
Yes, attendance taken. Which department?
Civil department, sir.
What's your name?
Shashank.
Shashank.
Yes, sir.
Shashank, okay.
Okay, thanks.
Anybody got the idea? Or if you got the answer also, that's fine only. At least without what's the traditional, from the traditional method, if you get the answer, let me know. I'll tell the shortcut method how to find out the determinant of this one in easy way. Shall I start to solve? Anybody got the idea? Any idea? Apart from traditional method. So traditional method means just you have to, you have to consider the 14 first element, then you have to leave the corresponding rows and column elements. For the remaining thing, you will get 3 by 3 matrix. For that one, you have to find out the determinant. After that, you have to consider the second element. So then you have to consider first row, first column with the second and third column elements. So like that, you have to find out the determinant by using traditional method means. So all of you noted down the problem?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just you tell me because I will write it on board. I'll this one I will stop share. Yes, what is the matrix?
42, 1, 3.
1 minute. One minute, guys. Yes, now tell me 14, 2, 1.
1, 3.
Yes, next
31,
31,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6.
6. Next
26,
26,
374,
374,
10, 1.
10, 1, 3, 2. So now you check, is it possible to express any one column or row in terms of another row or column? Just to think it. So is it possible to express any column? It may be column 1 or it may be row 1. If it is possible to express in terms of another column or row or remaining column or row, then we can say that, so then you'll get, so two columns or rows identical, right? So in determinant, if any two rows or any two columns are identical, means what's the value of that determinant from the properties of the determinant? Any two rows or columns are identical means what's the value of that?
0.
Yes, 0, right? So that's why we have to check, is it possible to express this determinant as a multiple of other rows or linear combination of other rows? Just I'll write the first column, because first column is the having more values. I'll write that one as 5 into 2 plus 1 plus 3. Is it will be 14?
Yes, sir.
So that means which operation I'm using? 5 into C2. I'm writing C1 as 5 into C2 plus C3 plus C4. Right. So just to check the second element, 5 into 4 plus 5 plus 6. Is it 31?
Yes, sir.
5 into 3 plus 7 plus 4. So 5 3s are 15, 15, 7, 22, 22 plus 20, 22 plus 4 means 26. So last one, 5 into 1 plus 3 plus 2. So I have written just first column in terms of the remaining columns. So just to note down the remaining columns as it is, 2, 4, 3, 1, second column. For third column is 1, 5, 7, 4. Next one is 3, 6, 4, 2. So this is the determinant. So now we know that if it is AP plus BQ plus C is there in any column, means we can split that one into 3 parts, right? So from that property, I'll split this one as 5 into 2, 5 into 4, 5 into 3, 5 into 1. So next one is 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, 5, 7, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2. Next I'm splitting plus 1, 5, 7, 4. Second column as it is, you note down 2, 4, 3, 1. Next 1, 5, 7, 4. Fourth column 3, 6, 4, 2. Is it whiteboard visible, right? Is it visible, whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now one more last elements 3, 6, 4, 2. So now note down the remaining 3 columns as it is 2, 4, 3, 1, 1, 5, 7, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2. So check the second and third determinant. So in this one, column and third column are same in the second determinant, right? So first column, this one are same. So if any two rows or columns are identical, means the value of that determinant is what?
0.
This value is 0. So now you check the third one. So 3, 6, 4, 2, which is similar to fourth column. That is the value of this one also 0. So now come to the first determinant. In the first determinant, first column is multiplied by 5. Every element is multiplied by 5. So that means we can take 5 outside. So if you took 5 outside, means the remaining thing will become 2, 4, 3, 1. And second column is 2, 4, 3, 1. Third column 1, 5, 7, 4. 3, 6, 4, 2. So that means this also will be 0. The total final answer will become 0. Understood? Any doubts in
Yes.
this? In case if you want to solve this one by using traditional method, means sometimes it may take 10 minutes or more than 10 minutes. If you don't know the shortcut means, so it will take more than 10 minutes, one question itself. You will feel by saying determinant, anyway I know how to evaluate the determinant. If you going through the traditional method, means it will take so much time, because it is 4 by 4 matrix. So it is 3 by 3 matrix, means if you are good at calculation, means within 1 minute you can find out. But if it is 4 by 4 or more than 3 by 3 matrix, means it will take more time. Understood? Is it clear to everybody?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay. So we got the answer for this one. So students, actually I'm using my ID only today because that one expired, college ID. So it will disconnect after every 40 minutes. After every 40 minutes, you have to log again, join again. Okay, same meeting ID, you just to join again. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now you see this question and tell me what's the value of this one. Is it visible screen?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So how much, what's the order of this one? 5 by 5, right? Yeah, 5 by 5. So tell me what's the value of this one? How many of you prepared whatever I shared, one PDF notes I shared after class last week? How many of you have gone through that notes? In case if you've gone through that notes and if you remember the facts, means then you can tell the answer this one easily. Anybody got the idea?
Signal 0.
Yes, 0. Yes, exactly.
0, sir.
Only. How? On what basis you are telling it is 0?
The diagonals are determinant of the diagonal. All are 0 no, so here.
So if it is 0 means everything it will be 0?
No, sir, the diagonals of
Yeah, that's only I'm asking. So if the diagonal elements are 0 means, then is it the determinant of that matrix is it will be 0? One, whatever you thought, that's right only. But few more thing you have to add for that one. So
Skew matrix.
matrix, what type of matrix it is?
Skew matrix.
Skew symmetric matrix, right? So I have given one result. The determinant of the skew symmetric matrix is 0. So once if you come to know if the given matrix is skew symmetric, without thinking in second itself, you can select the answer. So just to check here, 4 minus 4 minus 3 plus 3 minus 7 7 1 minus 1 6 minus 6 minus 1 1 minus 5 5 8 8 4 minus 4. That means this is the skew symmetric matrix. If it is skew symmetric matrix means definitely the determinant of the skew symmetric matrix will become 0. Without thinking second choice, you can select the question answer 0. Understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
This is direct question. So by saying that one, you will feel it's so difficult. But so once if you remember the property of skew symmetric matrix, without thinking second chance or taking by second chance, you can directly select the final answer. So next one, this one you try. I think you will get the answer for this one because few guys remembered a definition. This is depends on the what is that based on the definition. So just to tell me which option is right.
Option B, sir.
Option
B.
B. Is it right, guys? Yes. If you want to take time, 1 more minute. You should remember definition, then only you can answer this one. This one also direct question only. Others answer?
B only, sir.
B only right answer, correct. B is the right option. We know that A square equals A means it is idempotent matrix. And A is mapping to second option in the second list. A power K plus 1 equals A means it will be periodic matrix, that is B is 4, matching to 4. And then A power K equals 0 means it will become nilpotent matrix, and A square equals I means it will be involutory matrix. B is the right answer. So next thing is linear dependency and independency. So you already studied this concept, but not up to the mark. So just to tell me what is the linear dependency? Anybody? What is the linear dependency? When we say that the elements are, you studied this concept even in vectors also. Dependency of vectors and independency of vectors. Is anybody? Guys, after 3 minutes, it will get disconnect. Just to join the same meeting ID. So just to see here. So I'll consider one matrix of order 2 by 2, 1, 2, 4, 8. So this is row 1, R1. I will write it as second one as R2. So is it these two rows are interrelated to each other?
Yes, sir.
Express R2 as some scalar multiple of R1.
Yes, sir.
We can write this one as R2 as 4 times R1. Right? So that means, so R2 is depends on R1. So R1 and R2 are linearly dependent. I'll tell the mathematical definition later. So this implies R1 and R2 are linearly dependent. So now you consider one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. So can we express now like that? Whatever we expressed in the last matrix.
No, sir.
It's not possible to express, right? So that means, so we can say that here R1 and R2 are linearly independent. Understood? So actually each row in a matrix will indicate the vector. So this is two-dimensional vector. If you consider 2 cross 2 matrix means it will indicate each row elements will indicate vector. If it is having 3 elements means 3-dimensional vector. If it is having two-dimensional means 2 elements means 2-dimensional vector, like that. So any two vectors are linearly independent means both should be, we can't express any one of the vector in terms of another vector. So same concept we are going to use here also. If any other row, any one row, if it is not possible to express scalar multiple or some of the other elements or other rows or remaining rows, then we can say that that matrix is linearly independent. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now within 1 minute it will get disconnect. So just to join again, then I'll continue.